Afe ye free abaimu a yenkon yenkopie ewo NPP amyoko no emu enura ensentro share wodi bi ekoso ema pani ono ne da wo chocho de ema NPP yera lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodua papa odi amane ba to dwe ka che Ghana for ticho NPP amyoko no ema ene wo machitafo nyina se efri nei ekoye idie wonum eni obi asebe o 2 franka ede amomo ewo abato ahodo a edi anim na emom nyame ya adom a 2026 January boso me ne de toso adronu aduasa baako ebesi memenda saada no eno mayesi ho no mo a won ba kwoto aba ede ayi obi obetimi atu won franka ede amomo nti sa break campaigns ahodo ekokoso no obi a fara ne mankogu dem na mo nkura hoode no ebre so a moye pie.
The National Council also took a serious note on the issue of some indiscipline in the party. And again, the party takes very seriously issue of discipline, and is something that we are not prepared to renege on our determination to instill discipline in the party. Certain individuals were cautioned today about some utterances that they are making in the social media, on radio and TV stations. And the chairman for the occasion stood in to plead on behalf of those individuals and requested National Council to give them at least the last chance. In the wisdom of National Council, they accepted the plea from the chairman for the occasion, Chairman Smidan Kwaputi, and rather cautioned them. We call on our members that at least they must show respect to our party, they must show respect to personalities in our party, they must show respect to leadership in our party. We know that we are a democratic party, everyone has the right to express his or her views, but it must be done within the confinement of our constitution. And they must also avert their mind to Article 3, which talks about duties of members of our party. So these are the critical issues that took place at NEC and National Council, respectively. Thank you very much.
Yes, so yada seninche mu a ode amaya busiafo ye gina we se Sonia gotia boafo nkra ukuada kasha so aye de e star 439 hash me pa cho ye nyina ye mfa akokodro eni nkabo mu mfa 5 Ghana cedis enko option number 3 na fe yemra meji ye 2000 kai se enapa ko ye midweek ukere bia no every 2 minutes bia ya na 200 Ghana cedis enemu a eno eye compensation na cash out for ede ma se wutwa ya wani nti enemu me ntungu so ne enfom ne sebrato na udi 2000 a obi so benya na 200 Ghana cedis ye basese ya
Ma chika siebo, nyumeko amaso ya sen, divine mixture, bingo bet, gentleman dental.
Ene emoma yenkodi tuyesia no pay na yesra ye de akokodro asre adwam ayiyesi ase de akira mansan na ombia ka se awura ikrachi wosia ase efe mewura wosia yefe papa mpacho so betimi ayefe na pai fita awuhu kola bia tetase ho no mo a eye gentleman dental clinic ho obi ho no ma na se egu nanu sabi ensisi yie first no kumase yo sia twempra na di watem sa se no bi ho no mo a ejirejina fefe ho sa ensisi yie ni bia na ekoso sa me so se wo de wo bi na se etisa ananse wankasa wo de atwempna guwanu mu a enha ho kopiem ewo gentleman dental clinic ho ye de enchansi beguso ama eno ye fre ne braces ha ne ye de correct mistake bi asen efifrent me free ye no na eno ye de ama mare fibio say won so apeso ye whitening o ma so eye fita brighten na otimi de 3 years so ho na akwa betimi aya ma o yi a wo se emfemfem wo na onko no mai so ata ma o se nkofemfem ma eno so nkofa bufufuro bia no emfa ema wow siansi ayi nka wa green blue black for no so kwa ye be yi nyina dia ma we no stress eboketua bi so na ye beje wo me pa cho na no pay see e fra gengemena ya homa no 055 913 9582 and 059 840 5674 ye wo Kumasi Abrepo Junction ye ben total filling station no sanso na neso wo Kofodua so a gengemen wo abanso no a ehye police station ho ba bia market ni a abanso bi on your I say wanim tenten so ho aha wo ho kama very neat place kwa maba ne mantie ohormo a wonum akọ school nim kwan ye fa so ekora sema sen yakono kona nso kokwajo de na yenko yanim churchmanfo so manimfo se uwo mazi honom anaso okodwa kasie nimu a obon se gengemen ehonso so ye ho na nei takrade ye fre bia bi pipe no traffic light ekoba bia anka ne na GN bank no ewo no eho pepepe na gengemen ye watermale fon so ya bebie bi wo ho enti anamakọ akwaje moseso ayaresa ewo ho me pacho enano pay sene June July bosome eye bosome enso title esanso ya bosome ade yade eba ya pomodi mu no me so ntra ho no ma yade bi mo wansa na watu na mo we se wutu anope ye drugstore bi eben wo herbal shop bi eben wo no catch o mo say ope divine enroni ebi divine mission don eyedu papa ye de obo ade ne ma hodo de adom man Ghana enubre ye yi ene yakeka bom asone so pepepe ama ebi efo age atomu a ebetumi aboa na ama ahoden foforo aba oni padua mu wo a obu nsa emaye wonso eye oya onunum bia ebesiesie wonsabuo no na asanso amo obu nsa bra won go through stress bia emu eno ede train so obi ho no kọ dem anajo a ontumi enna ebi nso kwa agyadan so a wote so a echimu ayi ne kokobu gyan beto abonten ne yam atim unya divine enroad bi enomo a ebema yam besane o kama a enkofo ha bia enfamra wonso akoko esisi oba bi enso unya bi nonomo a ebetu ase ahye ne kwadi ede ama infections ahodo say hepatitis eye ode poa syphilis eni nua gonobia nso enroad no bia ebeye oye wo a moja so atie wa wanya stroke ho to wa hypertension ho to no wonya no bi enonom a nom ka wundro na doctor for dia ma no ho na entimi mo eye ma ne memedru me kana sa motiase 0244 422297 and 0244 990 536 drugstore bi eben wo bian okwa ebi ewo ho Dr. Dunso anopai edo heba ene wo kasa ewo abotre ene ebuo kwan so Dr. Edu catch us say wo stroke yade ha wo bia unimo bia owo stroke a me pacho meni achinye nyafe na abefre na wo do nua no ko Dr. Edu ne ko say meme say yenkase say meme say foundation ne ko Dr. Edu ho na so de ne kwa baby a stroke adidi na kodru bia no Dr. Edu no ode beka ede amiamia ama obianom ama obia sresra na wankasa behu so de ayi no so na wotwe mienu wo behu se niema bia nka nanka wontumi ye no wo be hyase aye ne kakran yade de eba ntem nenso ekwa ede nkakran na ekonti de nya so obenya abotre na wada ya osabia ho na afa enuo no so omede be ma no obenom na waye ne pepepe de obekiro se ye no ene wo diabetes wo hypertension wo chronic diseases for ni bia monfa mbusuafo no enko Dr. Edu ho na enei da bia meka se enipa ye nipa dua na meti ha mesisi na mediti ha ko Bismarck nso ogina camera ya chi ono so ne sisi na odigina be sanse sisi ne kura nan no e kura bibia wo sisi nya wasem enye wo sisi nsem wo bibia ho no wasem sa me pacho hwehwe SM bitters bitters without the alcohol na ebe sane wo be yi wo sisi mamaman enima bi ekoso osisie no ma wonim no Dr. Edu SM bitters be yi ni nyina clear kwamu ama na bonus we kan ye mema dia man so edia me pacho ye bema na o mema sem e wo fom a SM bitters no kwa dia boys no agi a wo mbedi ho adanse so o na no na ntimi ma de na me de jonso ne de konkwa na me me flap yanim na me hyase nom no ye no ene etimi sore eye adwuma me pacho mankesim ba fi krom ye clinic ba ko ho e na odoko official town so ba ko so e wo ho me pacho ye numbers a Dr. Edu so betimi afre so no pay 055 8379 545 and 0243 9893 020 1044 221 ofrenya ye ne wo ebedi enkomo na afei ye de bibia nso ahyehyɛ so bɔkɔ de ama na hese bibia na ekoso wano no abusuafo afei moma ye ntoa so na ye hwɛ sɛ ye betumi aboa ne akyerɛ kwan a wonso befa so enya sika gu botom ene anopai adaroma ye cash out or se cash out na wi ni big edru midweek bia cash out so ye de sanse Udi 2,000 no na obi ono so nya bi eni no ni 200 Ghana cedis every 2 minutes bia na ye topitim ene yi a me ne wo kase sabre 2 minutes no anase 200 Ghana cedis no ahyase a koso a enya asem keto akora enti me paucho moma ya nyiri ye ho na ye ntwa ne boko ye twa ye de vim and vigor na etwa enti ye star 439 hash star 439 hash na fe o de vim and vigor de bibia ka ho na fe o ko option number 3 na waba beju sika boko we pressure bia enim mesrew yen ye cash out se wudi a enya fe na be fa boba phone abe frɛ tago ana be frɛ mate ana achi obutan se ena mate medizika ma enya Wunya hu number no ewo yen screen no so a usika abegu so e de amount now so di adanse enti star 439 hash now fe ye fa vim and vigor fa 5 Ghana cedis enko option number 3 na ye meji esika ene ye Wednesday ntumi entwa na ntem ye ntumi enche bi e ma mo pa afei birthday na ikrado atimo ye mie bi entum na ye nko me pa happy birthday e ko dia ma Abdul Wajid Numbu Abdul Wajid Numbu ene eye wawoda happy birthday to you darling when you 4 years ene nyame on show na wonyo kese onto enhira emfa engu wabrabo so na kechire ahoden ene nkwatenten so ye de emount happy birthday to you darling nyame won show pa ye to aso na Lance Corporal Awunbila Nicholas me pacho ene eye wawoda station national CTU right me pacho ene eye wawoda happy birthday to you if Castro ho me Castro okay Castro amwako eno de ema happy birthday to you Lance Corporal ya me sure na ma sign bia emparo ewo adwuma no a woyonum belated happy birthday cordia Madina Abe Dina Abe, happy belated birthday to you, darling. Yami wo shop na onyo kesi kusi say obeye kesi pa. Habiba Mayfield Aban PW National Headquarters Accra from Fate South Pond Zongo. Okay, nti Habiba ene eye wawoda happy birthday to you. Nyame wo show Habib na bibia so entumi wano emfa emam. Mabel Coffee wonso ene eye wawoda level 100 basic education student UCC. Okay, honorable Siedo me Siedo ana. Okay, any honorable Siedo si enkan cho say happy birthday to you. Honorable Mete on kan che na yankasa happy birthday to you. Nyame wo show pa na onye wo kese Kusi se obeke se pa happy birthday kwama abna adepa safua soji me pa cho takwa oye nurse ewo okay takwa nurses and midwifery training school nyame won show abna nyame won show pa enra mami of remi enra me dradam se me ko ba bia Auntie Grace money you are looking good. You're looking good. Hey, TV suni ye say you. Vaja birthday ma Grace Arthur. Community 20 Ebenezer Methodist Church. Me pacho ene eye wa woda sister Grace. Nyame won show na on eju pa ye ma ahoden yankwa wom. No masika sem bibia wo secret prayer bia no. Nyame emfa now de afi ba kwa kan afi won fa mie bie kwan bebre emfa emma happy birthday to you darling Monica Donko so watakwa ene eye wawoda Auntie Monique ene eye wawoda Monica Donko ene eye wawoda happy birthday to you happy birthday kwa dia ma anochwa asenso Ajua are not sure asenso also ene eye wawoda happy birthday to you nyame wo shop no onyo kese ankosumie biapono ene kwan bie bebre offer ema precious owusu also ene eye wawoda precious nyame wo shop awate fru mame obapa beki ho ena wode ema Erica Okanse if nyame en shop Marigold also ene happy birthday to you co school Queen's Child Preparatory School. I know what Martha Heko. Very good morning to you and a happy birthday to you, sweetie. Yamin Shapa, me PSC, and me catching so. Yamin Koso, Emibia, Pnokesi, and Famau. Happy birthday, Ede Ama Florence Nedu Ato. Oh, Ama Saman Ato. Okay, Florence Nedu Ato. Me pacho Dr. Du ni PRO no Rex, right? On a debaye. Or send a mama no. Enti happy birthday to you, mama. Ye na das nyamin shop nyamin sure na onyo kese ekosi se o beye kese pa enti abusiafo ni na se wonum ema a happy a wo ede ama fe enti yadamu nyina mase ene anopay Charles Kojo Edufojo wo ye NDC Western Region organizer baby obia no pay also wo hweme me chiapa very good morning to you ebusiafo nyina cheche na mo me kan ye cash out makakra ye ba na fe ye beje fans e wo Facebook no so *439#. *439#. Ebusiafo na no pay ye the 5 Ghana cedis per eco option number 3 na fe ya beje 2000 nipa 18 ene ye chemu scan anopay ma honya ha midweek de ya na e ma na ye me de wo cash out so ye say yenya ebetwa ye ni biempo no every second 2 minutes bia no ya na cash out for say one person mo de 200 ma bonus as the bonus wo mo spread e de ma obia say wanya bi ania na so do 200 no ato kaso bi unya 200 na wa bompa ya say yankopon say next na say da foforo no a cash out because no na so watimi e de apreplatum 55 sa na wajo sika e de ekop *439#. Now for yenko option number 3 na yenko nkoji sika boko like that na bibia so entimi koso wano emfa emaye anopai sika no mu aye de cash out so aye de ekoso me pa cho se mimi di na wo ntimi eni bia ya na enya homeka wu di na midi na bread na sister di na ofaba no di na se fie no mu nyina obi asikasem aye kama *439#. Yana me catch or say, catch who say, and 2000, so benya be dia, or the 5 Ghana and a pre atum. So benya be eduma, or the 5 Ghana and the betum. So, follow process no, now boss *439# now. What the options, nebana option 301. Now, unya miatre ni via. Next question, nebe say, enter number of tickets, a person which I me pacho, ubo bakwa, no better 5 Ghana cedis. So 5 Ghana cedis do hot na se be or 5 fa obetumi abato mu de obi aneti then so ya na me catch or say prepretum 5 uyi tum 5 Ghana cedis no ya na eboa ema eno no o number no bedoso e wo yen system no so na say waju sika kolem sika wudi a enya fe na akoba mansan da wuro enya fe na akoka che obi a say na medical shout me oka ye beba ho bosiabo so pese ye ba ho bosiabo de a fatwa no nya de tu wano kwa de a yenso ye beba ne abagibi ne enu nyina di na somdue mu abra stress bia so enkoso ewo mu enti yesrem a anopai momo ye nyina ye fa homeka ye fa anigye na ye fa hosepe enka ho bi na afa ye nkwaje sika free cash out for honomo na bibia no entimi nkoso wano emfa emma *439#. Afi na ye call option number 3 honomo na sika abuso ewo honomo a ene 2000 Ghana enye sika ketwa sa okofo bi 2000 mi ameti he ya maso ahyehyehia adopa Mr. Chu ene beto kwa amadi wo be fa 2000 me hawo me how pa me di bibia bi me bodua style bia bi enti me penesa me pese wunya sika na wanya bi a wa ma me bi atima se enti moma yenyere ye ho na yentwanko afa yenye fans kakra e wo Facebook no se wi a ya bedi dwa Ibrahim Osmanu anopay wabeka ye ho kote eno konso so wo hwe yempa yeda se Amedu Tijani wo so wo hwe yempa good morning captain Kwajo Dawase ejo so famous also anopay wo se wo hwe yempa yeda se yeda so wo hefa elang right okay yeda munyama se Alidu Abdallah wo so anopay wo so wo hwe yempa yeda munyama se live Onua GH very good morning to you and John Doe Amisti also anopay o hweye Emmanuel Amankona also wo hweye mpa yeda se also hear from me from Aguna Suredro yeda se Joanna kwa chiwa onso si brekumfo nyanopay wo chia wo mu brekumfo eda se Alhassan baako also wo Libya yeda se semu nyina mo hwen Wisty GH also anopay waba Ebenezer Ando also anopay also hwen ye nyina yeda mo ase pa Kobi munyina yeda mo ase sanopay mabeka ye ho wo Facebook no eso nei Fatia Ahmed so hwen wo boase ya chiao Fatia Ahmed oboase ye chiao miankasa menana gazo me former boss studio 502 pacho me chia pa bia obi na medase pa medase dawase ensana gazo woni ni bia friend na ka chere se chago se order na se pa da na se abribia every morning o show nua na say ye 1-to-1 corrections bi ho man na ye sa na was a bosses bia ene ne subordinate etina e wo asumdie muti very good morning. Thank you so much. Abna Ampoma UK, very good morning to me kan yesu. Meda se Abna Ampoma meda se. Also na Mr. John Ashmod meda se. Sadek Ba also very good morning to you. And na American so Jet Morgan baby obia o New York City. Me chiao ene anopay. Nyame o hyehyɛ ye nyina na ombo ye ho ban. Abna Edinkra me chiao papa Queen Start me chiao Janet Amin. Abusiafo no dɔɔso ye chiachia mu nyina. Mr. Chuse pay yenche baako yenche 2000 ansana yatoa so de amount enti pacho sika na eba no money wala sika ni fia okay she pacho 0597 574 don pacho wow number Eda yen screen says ye what the 2000 Ghana cedis. What the 2000 Ghana cedis. Pastor Biobia ye dede ne dia dance chairman sign and then kolano do do na omo resume school almost sanko school because of BC insti o matena fie 1 week ni nyina me pacho nkura ne wo fie pressure wo fie omo ko school so pressure we so say every morning e was so wizika at the top no so ntia no pay ya mo be 2000 a obetimi sorting klane out na omako school akosua de e de amount sa pepepe enetie ansa na ye beto aso ne yakodi dwa no e na no pay me komi krom asante yoko me ankasa me maame nua pani baako maame kra order form ya me adom o china any Friday e na omo eye na ye maame kra baby a wokọ bia ne yankopon oni wanim no mfa wonko wokọ amechia me nana amatechi nananta ka chere se woja ne madu ama me na ye ka achie ne nana no mpempem hokọ ye no ye da so tiase enti ohu ye mobo onko so mo ye ho ban na yentumi enfri adomu enko adomu nti adua na busia mo asante yoko nyina ye chiachi ama ye nyina ho ya akopa maame asanto a maame kra ne mma ne nyina ye chiachi amo nana mo ako amankwa mianka so maame owo me mu nyina ade ato mu nyina mo ne ye chiachi am sister Emilia maame asanto a nana ntwiwa bra ye boa teacher kwasi mu nyina ye chiachi am ene anopai pa afei yanko didwa kakra ewo Agbeve Herbal Hospital ho ye kodidwa wo Agbeve Herbal Hospital ho me pacho enano pay se wo pe baabi a wo de wani be kire na afei wakope apomodin a eye papa eye Agbeve Herbal Hospital Dr. Agbeve say wono no nyese wo dwa nanum nyese bia wabetwie sika bi de amaye se yenka ase yen han yani na yenka nsem de wan kire nkrofo na enye nkrofo asum de na omumra na onyo musika dabi ono oye kramoni bia nso ne som no wo mu som ne yie ema eniema enye no wo mu fa enka enipa da se ne sanse wo mu ogide bi se de obegu bia no ubetwa enti wo mu no obugu abapa se ne beya wo mu betwa abapa me pa cho yade bia hawo asase so bia yadie bi e ha obi a say yes stroke oba ne be ma maware a mopa wo hypertension e ha yadie bia busia chronic fo no muntu ana mo na mo kopiem e wo Agbeve Herbal Hospital na mo kwa mo be hu se aduro e wo asasi so won so so ansa wansa wo bia gugu ho wo a wudidi a wo a wudidi pan yie like wo ya oniema nyina kama nenso krofo ni padue ni honamdue wunya bi mfa ensiesie wo ho mepacho ye wo immune system booster bi wo ho no a oba betimi anom be ma betimi anom enti amom ye hwe bi e kira kwan ye hospitals no ya kase mienu ba ko wo enkran sotium last stop honomwa ena adako ja chenso ye okumase de e wo ho anopa mu ne enkasa wo 0208130790 ena 0246 595256 0202706165 na say ye na ye kono mebre aso miankasa me husband me honey wire cradle ewo executive theater anti me kono ho na yakoto aso e de free honey good morning.
Good morning my dear and watch it me say me my friend to be say me bi mo ameka chata woni Mr. Kine but say bi aboko de
nyame adom mewra na nso e
mo aja e ho ye pa na ya fa say ukunu ketwa na still on tiapo
ebu de ahia
enye jebi
oh ada yin sin abam
hey sama na okofa bai mafia jebi tie na ya
wada na
ese wo yare
momi empe we bi manu no me
de here de other man ni bi no ah ba bia me da se emza for me ni eto bi a ho ye na sere be ya men say adaje bebre no pacho ba menfa saso a waso ya sene a ye de pa be waso bre wo no yemfa sa wo nkrato yi pacho be ba na fe ya to aso yemfa nkrato no sese ya
nya ma chi fa be wo so nyumeko aso ya sen Saso insecticide spray and coil
company bi busa me say captain say ade no de amasa so nko ana nam so da bi person ba betimi aba
wani
eti me boy no ana ma bo so aka ho eno ya shase na ye ka rent asem oje e ka cho se no anopa me ba no me ka se me ade bi a me so bi a me de to nchen me dru adwuma a that ma start to frigate da no people say your head of security I will get no supo say sanka me ni bibi aka na me say on chere ma sama me nkoka na nka don say me nka say private security for aketu so I don't know I'm say no I hear there but no wait be 5 minutes be
ajeta
ele me busa cleaner abaya bi oye kokko
Captain Smart.
oye we so ele me busa ne say sanka manfa bibi ama ena me say on chere me asama meka nko be ka den say den na me nko na me nkoka ena o say o pesa me ka say yemwa cleaners I'm so okay and also nya bad but I know me to man be 3 minutes we me to aka ho asem so when I got here and I'm bisa wo ha nyina say and obi a chere me da me nkoka
wani
GH boy man and so rent I'm so okay you for rent na anko was rent there who Ashanti region rent affect you who Greater Accra Central Western Eastern but me catch am sure who here go Jubilee House Accra rent how who here go Jubilee House Accra rent in fact yes dan no kura no rent high
gwen
actually metro mu what you say baba me mbo Ghana Armed Forces abaso me de bia me ka say we ye nipa ben wo so said den wo a won say dem tie ye say me ka kire wo ye ade papa nso abeka me hu video bi na no pay me buy ya na my able producer Godwin Kweku Tete eta alert me Me will say soldier for me work kwan ho na watch said there. Students be dress ye. Many J papa. And I was told say no more control a year BC cry. And if you look at how soldier for no it's me share say and kwadan dress ye na a year. Okay. Just 2 minutes. We are blacks, we are not white. Ye assassin so we wo ye before. It is a wooden ni pehia na opeso na de tete broni a bibini jare ho bibini ada awia be mo pa no won na be say heat be ba ni tirim no be put to ye bibini on being correct ye sana ye ko school no ye before ye bibini bia hieja eti wo pa wo ni obi ye aduma na so obi ye aduma na wutua de ka one bedroom hwe saa be ya afe enfie bienu dakro a one bedroom no 100 cedis free na ketuam onye late bium obebeduma le when you make any show no query no nothing le boso ni so a wo yes sika no na ketua de koto na account mu no so that fear 3 days let's say woman 2000 no what 300 no man 1007 no man crack abia o Onua be hwehwe office kwan gwen Ghana for I just say this month me check me salary no na I said can say 2000 dey about me 1007 obi say Monday wo ba adwuma Ghana for Tuesday no wo ba adwuma o say there Wednesday swear o say mama and bia wo tro krata bi na wo ma information bi say wuntimi mma wo yare I say there be manye and they are tearful if you sam mere ne kono so nko school da kro be pen ba wo train school fees manatro brofo bi a ya bro say I am not a secam
do and die kill you why free
is a very sick going I and my doctor is on bed she said me to me maduma me yare pa me doctor say wajimi ato empem
bibia wrong
matiapo me beduma bibia no edeu se enye dew tiasio se won tiasio sa ne ni bibini tina
bibia wrong for baumia
I be before padia emro ye ne nyame boy enti enkwa hu me na nyame gu ye egu ni pemu no ogugu bibini Adam oye bibini ofichechewre Adam chechewre ena ofire ye nyine no mini baby a God will call primary school but definitely be so many important ho wani mini baby a misachu okọ primary school but me sure say anya greater Accra be voter regi say ko school na why you more say ala me boa wo ye ni say ebi o ho na why ni say say wa wo hwe na o more na fua na wo keka no akwa ni say na teacher ni no or the cane enemu na o hwe say o more no te say and that time na ye hwe ye more wo school na ye say ye more mu aye fi ye more fu no it shows how irresponsible our parents were because akwada ondi fie be ye edu 9 and Moreno said it Tibiano and Fanaho. It's a threat to your mamma and your papa no money quiet. Wait. It's that time, no, it was education. And your woman sooner school call. And a man, your mamma and your papa who says, Send out what I'm poor. And to see a boo more. Into co school. No, I'm kind of saying, teacher, follow. Is it show your fingers? Fingers, don't come me, Rafi. No, I won't say. Your friend inspection every morning. Yeah, inspection. Bibini, yeah, micro management and yeah, macro. Every black man. Anything that I am penny say, you better 2 year what president in Semono. The brave in some third institutions. Africa. You need to understand how Africa operates and how the black man behaves. It is a way you say you're practicing democracy, and that you want to import and transport what is done in Europe, what is done in America into Africa. Massa, you yourself will go back and say that yes, ancestral constitution. And this one, let me say this humbly and respectfully to one. Your constitution, be mindful. The powers that you will take away from the president. When you're careful, I am telling you, we will go back and say that yes, of us our powers and I'm a president.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
It's a good school here, More.
He is smart. He is unique.
Yes, see. I mean, we are sick. These are some of the things that sometimes when I sit down, I ask myself, since when? And I say, I come near Wabruche by force near the bank, Ghana. Pato, Abruche. A quaint papa na one day acquiring to me for me. A danya affair. Ye qua, you to me fair to be mow. Then you are, you mean for me, ma. Suku danya affair, a papa, into me for me, ma. Wait. Teacher fly show ye, more trad ye, into me fair to be ma. Then me acquire, say, oh, the America. But in New York, that's me a kind of Yankee. The shut near Mamma or Hono, yet the enemy Baha, a baby. Nay, a reficer. Your culture, your understanding, how we behave, and it's sad and would you mutai? Nobody can ever advise any president, any prime minister, or what Israel said. A man in that. Say Israel back. It is part of their DNA. Israel need to say Israel kokwan and any Meba. Say Israel need to say oh my Israel kokwan. Now many Ghana for Jerusalem ne Tel Aviv for what fit out about here. Omucha videos siren na born the chame. You had a second bar. You may a siren, your baby, the question. Now, Israel for the Ghana, oh, who your friend say, me pekrubi ni the Abani. Chapiesi, what's Israel? I say, yeah, kokwa. Ya kwa him kwa, who the Israel that way? Yeah, kokwa, your boss siren, said your bay, you better say bomb, be ban your baby, the question. The structure of Israel, the socio-political orientation, the psychological orientation of every Israeli is war. Take it or leave it. Israel, they are not interested to crew benefit. They are Israeli, interested, say, they are interested in defeating countries, defeating nations. Taking over lands. That is Israel for you. Why? Because from creation, that's the orientation God gave them.
Captain Smart.
Can I disturb your peace this morning? Do you know the natural orientation of Ghana? Food. Wait. And na. Asa. Opa jibi. Ghana. If you die, I'm a Bob. Asasi we ya be do ha say you free Bontuku de ba yo say you free Mali de ba yo you free Songa Empire de ba yo you free Israel de ba yo you be do ha na ade ane hia yen aduane ayedie ene na
me da se bebre nyame shop brother Dennis chap
et Ghana ni ba bia so wa ko school or your professor mposa dey enso to ade ba ni tima you love making
me da se bebre nyame shop brother Dennis Charles and Kwamra I love you all
Makenya how dey for any two from Czech wife Check your girlfriend, Chancy. Ensuo tɔpɛ de bɛbɛ bi aho asɔre.
Yamin shop.
Meboa. June, July, June, July, yenkamum. August, September, October, November, December, January, March, April. When you say we are seeing Africa, any part you want to supply April. Are you aware? Titru Ghana, April for those such a month because June, July is so top. Sabi, it's no name on that machine. It's all 20 machine man. Green. Your orientation, and yet the dear, it's a comedy gun and he pet. I'm at Betty. I'm not on one. What school kakra? They are just a negligible factor, portion of the population. I don't want to digress. Let me come back. Per inspection, you must be on the black man 24/7 to inspect him. Or her. And yet, sir, obefiri mrade ho. It's me who said soldier for no. The way I'm quite dress no. Oh my God, I was so happy. Yen ye shas yes akoda edin samfun school a then ye be no ye be pon ba. Yes, I agree. At a certain level, some of the teachers were going so extreme. I mean, teacher ni bi wo krobi so be money din. Na ope about that young boy no teacher ni pene maame. Wani. And na maame am peno. And na maame ni kope coordinating director. Gwen. No to kronim. Eti teacher ni fa maame ni ho abufuo. Agita. At your time be sha akwada keto anim. Agita. Akwada ni bibi keto the we will see gua no. Some of these things are the excesses of supervision. And I've said that, look, as Africans, we need to do a comprehensive discussion on the word supervision. As Africans, we need to have an extensive discussion on the words monitoring and evaluation. Sure. We cannot import foreign monitoring and evaluation principles and dynamics into our system. Sure. Teacher for no, you too many fee on some. Eti soldier for the general kwai and many Ghana forces. I wish somebody soldier for we mo. Soldier you know, and okuta your friend say afi and onu ni team ema no. Wambono wanjojo no. Bibini bia sa dote. Me na me ka kire.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
The black man. You need to give him black attention and black supervision. Black na wo no. You can't be a black. Black no any insult to. Black is authority. Black is supremacy. It is a obi a bibinia. It's someone who said there is a certain authority because every black man plays the authority of God on earth, but you are a human being. It is a one shady here. Uja no be the opebia. Apple. So therefore, yes, I don't yamin shamo. Ebia no be ntiase. Date let Donald Trump say America for about school.
Captain Smart. The king of morning shows.
Switzerland, as it say, no, they are going to introduce punishment into their education curriculum. Danger. Can somebody explain that to me?
Captain Smart.
Almighty Russia is saying that they are going to introduce a certain level of punishment into the education curriculum. As for the Islamic nations, Sharia law is there. Within some full school, you'll be punished. Adensa, Then you started here, they have taken it away from us. Yeah, for America for Sabe, woman say who and be run system. Punishment can be regulated. Because watch this. To become nipa, the make court. I will be punished. But say a punishment or court because I'm a kum nipa. There is a laid down criteria from which the judge can select the punishment for me. Say obi akose say akwada bia and also you want the punishment. Say punishment must be regulated. Some of the teachers, some of the tutors, or whatever educational administrators may go overboard. What we have to do is not to take away punishment from our schools, but we need to regulate it. Number 2, Ghana higher pediatre, Ghana pet, and a nipper sorry how much 2 a.m. not second. Nana Kwame 2 Nani I didn't tell you Bethlehem, Nana Kwame or 2 years and their friend about me. But why just for the back of say, Nana Kwame, Nana, say, I want for 4 years, I will do far on 2 for 4 the academic country. Now I'm when I want to go at the attention. Fufuna ya we na ye Peter. The Akano, Mimi dia meant to me Abraham there went to me Nana Kwame na kasa there went to me. Who Peter there went to me no ma fa nsuo ahohoro ho. We ne ya sa wafra. Ne ya dem kwan na guhu ne de asija so ne ya noa. Nana Kwame otoi. Obe sori ahmachi 2 a. Obe kwana fufuo na ya no asi wona na Kwame akodiri nyina.
Obi is a boy, idishi.
Meba, kata zamwa.
Obi is a boy, idishi.
Na Kwame akodiri nyina. We be met me story anytime. Makacho say come to me. Obedidi. Eye aduane. It is say obi eye from so school ah.
Obi is a boy.
Yeah, they adult punishing on no. I see chai. If you say farming is part of us. Africa oh. Commercialized farming near there no na ye kua kese no ye betimi aye. Ba ye nru ho. E be che o wani. Ye there no a basket, food basket across every African country. And now can't confront yourself. And you must understand Africa like Society for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did. Eti, we go go mo atachima no back to ebisi ho. Bini. Uncle Kwabo, why ke wani. Opening kwabana ba ni. I don't know. Oba atan. I don't know. Adwa bochwa. I don't know. Tashola. I don't know. Woman don't get 2 poles, 3 poles, 8 poles. They want do so pie 5 to 10. Kaka you come over and you see, Sakwada Bonnie was school and my far do anything about farming and punishing. So that one we can take it out of our education system. But we need to maintain strict discipline. It is so that for no Nyame Ishamu. Why are there? When and boys na kasa soldier for no e ma mo dress ye enu nu mo timu ye no no ma chia soldier for no ma yo too. How beautiful. So what it means is that video that TV is not watching. When you hear say be supervising nipa. We said that now a whole group general manager. Onye Mr. Sanoff, manager TV, manager radio. He is the general manager of the group. Why is he standing here this morning? He's not even sitting. Mr. Sanoff is standing here. Honorable. He is here. Honorable. Why? He got to be here. Who has to see a prof? I said I didn't say chinchim niama. So he say he wants to be seen doing something because why? The boss is here. That is why I keep advising every African boss. Your presence alone without saying anything or giving any instruction is enough for every worker, for every subordinate under you to start. Prof, you say, Mr. Shano, you think you're doing something, so you take your hands off. This is how you manage an African.
Lakaka.
That's why I keep saying that African need babia peja.
Lakaka.
With the jano, man free range.
Lakaka.
When you beba hosono. Never be with your hot work so born some yame.
Lakaka.
But I ain't see the buy. Number 2, let me hear them come any issue so rent the so. I've heard. What I've heard. We were told by the ex-while administration. Say, you better introduce to Chinese Kasa. Wait, with your schools. Please, this is rubbish. Okay? We will not sit in this country, this age and time. You try French, with your schools. You the brofo, say you call force, you show schools. You say, you see a sample for Chinese. How many guns in Greater Accra and a steady gun at school? Mr. Producer, permit me. Let me leave the rent issue this morning. You know who I say? Yapra boy na say. Say to come here. Make a tree, man. Whistle. But unfortunate situation, they say. Means me intro. Wait. Nana Kwame Chiwe, Godwin. Oh yeah, official menya. So many krobo. Say, but my Godwin paper. Sa some American trees say on chonko krobo. So bet me try. Godwin, get a pen and paper and start writing. Wait, he cannot. Peter is anywhere. Peter, can you write away? Wait. Mama the pen and paper. Sa some American on try the air near. Colonialism may have withdrawn its flags. Colonialism. They came to Africa with their flags. So in Ghana, we had the British flag. In Nigeria, we had the British flag. When you go to Mali and others, they have the French flags. They may have withdrawn their flags, but it's left behind a tongue that still governs the mind. Mr. Shano, he's older than all of us in this room. He understands that language is key. And let me say this again. Our colonial masters may have withdrawn their flags. So now Ghana, you don't see the red British flag, they say red, blue, and white. You don't see that anymore. But listen to me carefully, my dear brothers and sisters. They left behind a tongue that still governs the mind. Language, once a tool of connection, has become a gatekeeper of power, identity, and access. When African children are punished for speaking their mother tongue, when knowledge is validated only in foreign grammar, and when the native tongue is confined to markets but never parliaments, the language itself becomes quiet, cunning form of slavery. Sitting here and talking, this is what I could type. Colonialism, they may have withdrawn their flags. But these same people left behind a certain tongue that will still control your mind. And we sit here in this country and we think that language is nothing. So we have allowed the Tree language. And we have imported so many things into the Tree language. So when I sit here and say Tofiakwa, Peter said what I say, it's Tofiakwa Tree, it's Tofiakwa Ghanaian. No. Language has always remained a tool of connection. Once the tool of a connection has become a gatekeeper of power, identity, and access. So when African children are punished and prohibited from and for speaking their mother tongues, when language is validated, when knowledge is validated only in foreign grammar, we get people who can speak very polished English. To me, I think Captain Smart who told you that lie? Who pass for a master's degree with PhD in Abra? Now you have challenge. Who your morning show presenter? Who your Bema betra? They are my topic.
He is a boy. Isn't she?
No family bro for who no travel in my home. And then the Sokromo check. Were you able to bring it up? We did.
Isn't she? Obi is a boy. Isn't she?
African children across the continent, from the KG classroom to the energized primary classrooms to the spirited university corners, we are being punished for speaking our own language. When power is validated only in foreign grammar, and when native language is confined to the market, but never parliament, the language itself becomes a quiet, cunning form of slavery. Let me read what I typed so well so you can understand. This is what I wrote. I said that colonialism may have withdrawn its flag, but it left behind a tongue that still governs the mind. Language, once a tool of connection, has become a gatekeeper of power, identity, and access. When African children are punished for speaking their mother tongues, when knowledge is validated only in foreign grammar, and when the native tongue is confined to markets but never parliament, then language itself becomes a quiet, cunning form of slavery. We are still slaves. Why do we have to introduce Chinese to my little child and my unborn child? Because where will be why? You see, I get sick. Yeah, go school, no need address you say. Speaking of vernacular is prohibited.
Bibini and the pow. Bibini.
Bibi aba mi team na mpesa me type.
Wani.
When you know science and Simpsons, she say, a normal day, the man who say, say, BB air have. When science and Simpsons, she say, a normal day, the man who say, say, BB air have.
Now,
he is a boy.
Yeah, careful.
Jesus.
Yes, we may think that Abrapindi and so, but still Omudi and so. They had been pan so. Omina yetimno. What's Anna? Bibia Bobby Trim. 2024 it was I say, your man go school and go to Chinese. Wait. When did they tell me before they started to buy? China, eba memha. Ye kofa bibi ba ya friend Sino Hydro. And I say na ebo no. Say no hydro, kojo pankuma no information minister. Edware num ka che Ghana for na say je krom kwan ensuo wu adan den be ni na. Tie mam kwanum to box site nko. No sister ye box site na fi krom akoe. Why is kojo pankuma? Today the country to speak rubbish. Na wada me so mu no ho be mobo. You are the country to speak rubbish. Somebody should call Kojo Pokwa and ask him, say, Sino Hydros can away. Nana Nebuchadnezzar made you a foolish guy in this city and transported you to the corners of this country as a fool. You never anticipated your antics being managed and overhauled and re-engineered for you to present it to the Ghanaian as nobody but a cool. Today you have the guts to speak. And sometimes when I sit back and I watch people, I would like to stand, please. When I sit down and I watch people say that they've gone to school, they can speak English. I watch people, they say that we've gone to school, we can do certain analysis in somebody's language. We've gone to school, we can do a comprehensive something in somebody's language. And if you cannot actually sit down, educate, talk, inspire, encourage, motivate people in your own language, you are nothing but you are a big fool. I am sorry if I use the word comedy, but I got no point, I got nowhere than to use that word. Listen, as Africans, we have sat aloof, watching and gauging, without thinking. And listen to me, Africans, we are the principal architects of our own lives. Nobody is coming from anywhere to draw any line from us. It can be America, it can be UK, it can be the French, it can be whoever. They will not come here to draw any line of our developmental agenda for us. Africa started 2060, what was that? 1980 development agenda. We moved it on to 1990, whatever agenda. Then we brought it to 1996 agenda. We moved it on to 2000, then to 2010. Now, Africa is saying that we have agenda 2063. Agenda 2063. And let me tell you this. Whoever controls your language controls your mind.
God bless the blank. God bless the blank.
I'm sorry I'm speaking too much English. But I want the so-called people who think that they've gone to the university, they've done their first degree, their master's degree, PhD, or whatsoever, to think that whosoever that controls your language controls your mind.
He is a boy, isn't she? Obi is a boy, isn't she?
And we Africans, sometimes when, you see, even when I go to church and I see pastors of the Church of Pentecost speaking English, I'm like, are these guys crazy? It's me PIWC in Peko. Let me see. When was the last time you went to America? Huh? Now we see America brony call Billy Graham. Oh, the Igbe preaching. Let me see. We are just confining ourselves into the powers of a language. But listen to me. We as Africans, we have been conditioned to believe that fluency in the colonial language equals intelligence. I want to take the word conditioned. I think I'm being too charitable. We have been dogmatized as Africans to believe that fluency in a colonial language equals intelligence, while speaking indigenous languages signals ignorance and backwardness. Listen, growing up at Gomotechime, any Edumfa. Listen, in many African schools, our children are punished for speaking their own mother tongue.
Hey, are you serious?
The coach school no. What kind of club kasa near your children?
Hey, are you seriously?
Na me patrol, boni be na me say a friend me Kojo Bicham. Wei. Kojo Yirenchi. Na me to way me ko Grace Preparatory School edu. Na ma ko ka ayi abra. Ma ka fancy wo school. Na Mr. J. And Madam Veronica. Wei no ma pake no ma gba me.
Hey, are you seriously?
You see, when we do that, you know what we are doing? We are reinforcing shame around our identity.
I'm here for assignment. When I finish my assignment,
Peter was punished, Abraham was punished, and Taru was punished, Gladwin was punished, Efiatago, she was brutally punished for speaking her own language. This is what reinforces shame around our identity. Please, I'm standing. Now watch this. When you go to a lot of places, watch this. Can I get somebody to Mafia, please come. Please come. Look, for example, Yako program B. Lay a bon come on. Both say I know one day. I don't count give example. And then we have my crown. I want to bring forward your barbell. Yeah, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Genesis. Was seen now. Joseph, ye now drink say. Ubi jai.
You can't be brave. Why you tea? Bra. Okay. So you know, I you know, it's a CU. It's a standing fire, and I am call you. You know, I am tell you that if I get you, I will do it with you. What's a cherry? We'll bet for school about how it's you. Yeah. Is it by force? It is a core program, we are compelled to speak English. Yes. So Pentecost Kabrofo. Assemblies of God Kabrofo. Mahama fi etani we. No the brofo cracky joke. Ba o de o permanent go nja kasa ne sesi. Obi aba so be so dem. Because we think that that is not a beautiful language. Yeah, no. Kasa bi wo esrem fra para. Omuchi say ansoma. Now watch this. I am walking with a fear. Check my headroom. Watch here. Anytime you learn and you take somebody's language serious, you forget yourself. You wear the crown of shame.
You're free shame. Anytime
you want to tell the world that, hey man, somebody speaking somebody's language, you do nothing to yourself, but you wear the crown of shame.
I'm here for.
Why? Because you will throw away your culture. It's a former and in so money papa okoto. Slemniba and in so money kuna okoto.
Captain Smart.
Some former met one papa wamokoto. Because you think that he went to Legon. You went to UPSA. You think that who call KNUST. What do you say? Who call her? And you know, because I won't kasanti. And then kind of need to be sure the papa and work say, hi dad, don't be silly. Not Daniel, let me hear what Legon when you're so English or major English. What's your opinion? And we have a problem, may. Daniela, tell me. English. Yeah, the solving problem, man. But the mere fact that you can speak English, problem man between they are solving. Eti ene who kopa background one can sense so an kan kwase abrofo a oba bia
Smart.
Original black shelf private gaso. You 50 Ghana cities.
Language is the most expensive and the most powerful tool in this world. See that? Man, watch it.
Original plastic shelf private
Watch this.
You 50 Ghana cities. Original plastic shelf private gaso. You 50 Ghana cities.
Thank you. What do you know to China? Even our national policies here in Africa elevate European languages. Even the policies that we're doing. African policies are written in foreign languages. Even our law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. What kind of rubbish is that? The law. You have written almost everything in English. China, let me come back home. Let me catch me show. As I mentioned, I'm coming bro. But this one, China, they had over 1,000 languages. Just Google. They be a catch and comfort. Yes, you are there. Neje yasin kodo wakwe ye watwe yasin dum sa hwini utirim enyom kwa na utirim sankwa. And I have said this, in any country where every young man want to dance, check the brains of their fathers. And on social media be a person. In every country where every young man want to be a dancer, check the brains of their fathers. Men can't hear you. Don't come after me. Listen, our national policies often elevate European languages in education, in law, in governance, sidelining over 2,000 languages across the continent. Now watch this. China, number one. Then China, yeah. China had over 1,000 languages. Some were speaking French, some were speaking Portuguese, some were speaking this, some were a lot of languages in China. And I remember one of their presidents, I've forgotten the name, or say, then oh yeah, now or reduce it, now reduce it, now or teso, and then China for one more casa, one more tro, no more can. Try everything, Mammy Casemintro. So be free, you can. Or your English. English. I don't know. Be free Portugal or your Portuguese. Or Kakasabe, Portuguese. Or be free Germany or your Dutch. Or Kakasabe, Dutch. Or be free Spain or your Spanish. Okay, Kasabe, Spanish. So be free Ghana, your friend is say Ghanaian. Kasabe no come parliament, English. Are we not crazy? See, I don't know if TV is TV na me brain am to yanka me pae no. Next speaker of parliament it's no so din se hunu. Any parliamentarians no, omo so ato muti abobo ho, omo din se hunu. Then I'm going to say, one day, you a local language. Are you guys crazy?
Remember, what is your name?
Are we crazy as people? Yes, the whole 300 and, how many days? 360. And 66 JB, GH boy school. 365 for GH boy. My job certificate if you say what. $365 days now. And one whole year, you think Ghana there, your parliament, your one day, the kind of got in Fafra. But 364 days, the kind of the Kobe Krum Kasa, and we are fools. Excuse my French.
Oh,
Ghana pena wutimi nya ohene na watena konwam wadress shop he na ko bi krum kasa.
Oh.
Moi.
Oh.
Ya o ma here wo krum ho. Na na obo odwai oso be ka brofo by force.
Sorry, you lost the elections.
Yeah, ye chi ye co festivals.
Sure.
Yeah, Onua, ye co festival.
Oh, that's why you want to be heard for the last time.
So now we have sat down and allow somebody's language to become the social class marker. So if you need to be marked, you should be marked in how fluent you are in somebody's foreign language.
Captain Smart.
Now, the elite in our society is either they are speaking French, they are speaking English, they are speaking Portuguese, leaving our Chi, leaving Hausa, the Zulu language, the Yoruba, the beautiful language I adore, Ewe, the Genoa to I believe you from a Okuja to friends, says on country, or because on my ammonia. From Okuja to on Kawa. Or because to us on camera for. I believe you, person I can't get a cast of person camera for. Why? What is wrong with you? Ghana parents are okay, become Casa no can hear any about some amount. Wukati, that's our person can lorry, now can lorry, yes, no. That's a member.
Captain Smart.
I'm not meant don't take shot.
Any Chinese for the RNL, no one can come bomb by heart. We appreciate that.
Wait,
what was that say? You're quite sorry. Pentecost, you're quite sorry. India, need fear abroche in the chrome. Best right, where you're sorry them. Or buy and now or two chin. And you know, to Nanyan, my pay the Dana say, a chum more Pentecost, I saw them. You find your hay, I saw them. Nakamwa. But it can't get and the Pentecost, you know, who you Dana say, chum. But it can't get ding. Met your bunsan, met your bunsan. And you might have to, yes, Jesus. Eda yebe huna nimuno yebe yes or no yeningwase ni pedie yi wo bese san ayeno fofro yebe nanteo sikampano yeni Jesus be di hinda dana si etem yetu Sunday
Smart.
Ba India ni ba no to dana say ye na yaso asofo no bia fa hanki dam what match now should I didn't be what you say? Obi up to the chrome no pay kasanaka. I didn't say yeah pay kasa. Anytime you erase the language of people, you erase their memory. Anytime you take the language of the people from them, you erase their memory. Now, not quite me school or two years here. Opa bisano. So they are the teacher channel SS1 general science. Opa fan business or make us obey na kai ba kokura. Photosynthesis ayenai. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis ayenai.
Oh yeah.
Maninka sabro for the sokaya.
Oh yeah.
So anytime you take away or you erase the language of the people, you erase their memory. Nelson Mandela said something like that. The language that we speak, language is the archive of a people's soul. The language that we speak is our soul. Chino, kra, Eweno, kra, Dagombano, kra, Frafrano, kra, whatever. Sure. Listen, say, ye kaya krom kasa. what the proverbs, what the be, philosophies, in the same can, yet with the tonium, and yet the two ding. You're from Mawena by 4 to Cabrofo. You're from Searching Tree, and from Nikete, was from my God. Who's that? Listen, our indigenous languages actually hold indigenous knowledge and systems. The language that we speak, it holds our indigenous language and our indigenous systems.
He is smart.
About agriculture,
he is smart.
About medicine, about peace building, and even spirituality. Who told you that lie? Your bucket, from. I have some prede, I have some asafo. Na yenya asore mu mpanin fa oti abofom aka cho center. Smart. A fashion si ukrom na ukobi na ye bo asafo, ye bo fonton from, ye bo prede, ye bo kete, ye bi homowo na ukobi ya. Hey, wasom bosom. It is because of Brofo. Me and the God in your way, why we tie? I see the need to me or the two way. And then they can't be a couple. What can you see? So well, she brought the war. As will be a why we one we are talking. Come from the patch. Now, okay. So, open so to take a palm and let the old canasia. And none of no, Cassachel. And we think it's normal. They say, hey, you be China, Chinese Casa. You betray a man with cage. Wait, I don't know. Whoa. That's how the people you see, sitting here, I am not advocating for us to abandon the so-called English, French. I mean, they can be, well, take it or leave it or whatever you think. They can be a very useful global tool. But at the very material moment when they replace our language rather than coexisting, they become a tool of mental colonization. Men can say, change that from the French now, you come Africa, hand to so maybe a tool, a BB over here. But say a 2 year the other touch and a cry. Say a bema 1 year Cassady the Betina Bumwa, and yet, yapping, and the attraction. Maybe see what a shadow.
GH Bar.
Look, colonial languages they are very useful but very dangerous.
GH
I was reading a certain document. There's this man, he's called Steve Biko. And he said something. But I just wanted to go and refresh and come back to tell you. He said that the greatest weapon in the world and in the hand of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. He's a South African activist, right? He said the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So listen, America is not interested. So who took galam say? Who are bringing sikasi and took galam say? A coin I am suna say no in America or in China. So when you catch China on fire, coin be a yes, school there, boo boo. So my brain is catching fancy. Freedom. I didn't let China this Sikaba say. Or the Sikabai 23. Our enemy are Chinese Kasa. Our your schools. Our enemies are many. Say bet you cry any compulsory. It's a say by a pilot project. Really? I just told somebody outside there, said, language is the software of thoughts. Language is the software of thoughts. Okay. I just said it outside there. When I was going to refresh myself. When? To get the biggest thing. Okay. Anytime your mind runs on a foreign language, you want to be seen as speaking pure quality English, French. Okay. Your world view, your dreams, your ambitions are majority of the time foreign. And ayana minim dientia ebi before yempe bibia asa before ye bibia ye wono yempe he wo ka obi kasa oho oto adwene twene efiri ne ho. Now watch this. Ghana kasa ye kan doso ye wewe ye odagban Ghana ye okrobo ye wodan ye wada ye we ye wanzima ye womfante ye wodan e doso. As a country ye na ebetimi atena se na ekwi ye kasa bebreba ye we when him said GTV started ye fe bibi no more program ye omoka woman the local language sin na ye re fidi no moka bi nkran mo ba ye mfante kakra mo wanzema mo odagban ne Ghana ha ye select some languages I say no na ye languages I can pa okrum ha be ye num saka sana na ye kan okrum ha no saka ye de adwen koso ye se oman a aka ye betimi a build it. Kasa no be ye miensa na ye gusuka na ye be build mienu ye ni be ba ye ho so no na Ghana ye kasa ba ko When him say on manya won kasa ye baako no thing send to kwabesi so my name. My better than 2013. The metia me no care. Wait. The metia say me no care. Can't teshima ibu.
Bini.
Me sorry am ebo. Wo da pom ho ye prawo. Da ben na be sorry.
De o wi a.
O fa na ba bie chese bra ha. A cho bra.
Bini ye ni pa.
GH boy, Antaru Achebo. There's Antaru Freo.
Wait.
Osebra.
Mon really send me.
The bank credit demitiani. We have mistake no nya any declare the twasu bia na samato.
Mon really send me pa.
Who pa your mistake na fa onya
Wait.
The twasu bia no and the assemble. Opa, what do you tiam onya? We bema. Pa bibi so ho. Na woni time na Jesus and we dey mani aka. Say. Ya hwe movie da. Say blow man no obokin ani mi no so me. Na me boa, won ka bi da. Asema me kan ya pesa wo che me wi. Won ka bi da.
Wait.
Eti, yen infante, yeti kumase no. So me kasa wo hwese no obi bo obi blower. Chese wo de ho den so me.
Na gbe mi.
Me bedu karam ki say say so me no. Say so me ne yen ka o. Say pasta ye manu tuyen yansa. E wo ye fam ha. Yes, say di kan say ye di ye krom kasa ne tete ye ma no. Ansa ye di obi kasa e di aka ho. Me say ye awofo no. Ye njai by force. Na me dwum ha me ntia say. Asantini ba pa. Odi akua ejewa. No aka ne CS so. O say brofo nko na meka. Are you crazy? Na here wo ya wo abrochire o ya wo wasra so chinchin tachia by force say cambrofo. So let the language revolution begin today and now. Parents, awofonom yen kakasa wo ye fie. I think I need to do a proper paper on this.
No police ni no boma me no catching kudru. Like I'm not
have to do a proper paper on this. We need to start a language revolution in this country and it must begin now. Where we will task our parents to speak our languages. Then I have sanka meti hey kameten cry. Meti pi, meti dagbani, meti frafra. Then I can etie. I am not saying throw away brofo to brofo training to French training. Me say they must coexist because mashe Putin te brofo pa. But what is a Putin ka brofo da? Wait, le. What was a Putin? Russia president. What is all ka brofo da? Or te brofo brutal? Maybe you don't know. Macron. Or English speaking college or France, Macron, French man penny, or Tebrofo Bruta. What is our camera for that?
And when they say being
if you don't know, let me tell you, Donald Trump or a Dutch, Germany, or an American. No, William Trump. Now, see, the chancellor of your friend say Germany, Cosrano, or the birth certificate to Kurakomano. Donald Trump, or te dachi kasa no brutal. But what is our kabida? Then tina say yako United Nations Heads of State Conference. Baby, we say amam penifo ina ko yen shemu no. Say Chinese president, China president koduru ha. No wa kan club kasa. Na ya catch John Dramani Mahama say fa de hye waso. Yen translating ma.
Wa beba first, adu sika beba first. Imagine ma.
Say Zimping ekodu UN General Assembly a kan krom kasa gwen de etimi de ama Mahama ina say or the earphone share na so gwen na ya translate ya man
bibini bibini ni pao
mwa
bibini
Macron koduru ha o kan krom kasa na du kodu de na ebobo Mahama koduru ha the same thing the same thing Rosamis, the same thing. JJ Rollins, hey.
Wait.
We need to invest in documentation and development of native language. And that must be the role of government. We need to start documenting some of our own things in our native language. We can even digitalize it. Media houses in this country must begin to create and develop content in our local languages. Even cartoons, dramas, news, podcasts, and comics. Eye India ni a okatwi. Na yakofa India sene. Na ye obi ho ade na ye de ade akota no mama so ba. Da be na wo se dagbani ni. Ye no ho ade a ye de kala kusi ni mama so. Aibeni. Ye aibeni ho ade a ye de kala kota no mama so. Ye kani ba ho ade a ye de ade kota no mama so. Na TV stations e wokruma 7 nsem hunu nti na yakofa India ni ye no ho ade na ye katwi. It's an India ni tim Ghana ni timi ware. A person address it to say Indian, more than
become it tickets my body yourself in Sanka.
Actually, those who are tech developers, listen to me. We need to localize our interfaces. We got to do that. Say, pa keyboard here, Sibenim hey, Nichi woman, Gway, ne ewa wahe. The dagbani were he, the frafra were he. But then, who was see, I met me a reset keyboard way. Mommy French, mommy Chinese. Wait. Can we reorient our tech developers to have some localized interfaces, keyboards, voice assistants in African languages? Na say na me sheda wo a mobile phone ni amane me pese me ba obi adi o say o pese wo tie brofo a nya one we say o pese o ka enkran ya mia 2 na enkran no 2 ye ni 2 on crime. Na say o pese o ka udi empeni phone bi kasa mi ansoroma no.
You have just 1 minute remaining.
Wait, listen. Tech developers now, our churches must understand. The mosques must begin to preach not just in colonial tongues, but in the spiritual language of the people. We got to start doing that. And our educators must begin to fight for the bilingual and other tongue-based education systems. Instead of sitting down and always thinking that, hey, I am this, I am that. The artists and the musicians the kiddies, the Shatawales, the Stone Boys. Patois is fine. But let's hear the gun. Let's hear the frafra. Let's hear the dagbani. We want to hear the tree. They need to preserve the sound of the ancestors in our art. Let's say, every time you speak your mother language, you decolonize the brain. So, to lose your language is to lose your tribe and your identity twice. No people
smart. The king
can rise above language that teaches them they are inferior. You can never rise above that. And Africa's liberation would begin
Captain Smart.
On the day, that day, when our children dream in their own languages. English, French may give you a job, but your native language will give you a soul. Can I say that again? The English that you speak, the foreign languages that you speak, that can offer you a job. But your native language, the tree, the ewe, the dagbani, the frafra, the gan, will offer you a soul. You see, you are not truly free, and we can never ever be free if our tongue must borrow another voice to express our thoughts. Go to parliament. The thought we express are borrowed because why? It's from somebody's language. You see, when I sit down and I read about colonialism, just one thing comes to mind. It taught us to speak. Colonialism taught us to speak, but not to speak ourselves. We didn't say our information service, we ended up employing and control information service. It is a okono kodu fafrasa aseswa ontibinka kasabia okodu gomu atakwa ontibinka kasabia jebrofo nipa na wakwa kwato no hono so ono so ntebrofo. That is the reason why information service egu. Language is a mirror. Maybe you don't know. Let me look you in the eye and tell you. Language is a mirror. If you break your mother tongue, you cannot see yourself clearly. Yeah. Let me look you in the eye and tell you. Language. Listen, language is a mirror.
The king of morning shows.
If you break your mother tongue, you can never see yourself clearly. Yeah. Kasa
Captain Smart.
So what to kasa twenia? Who ye da?
He is smart.
Language
is unique.
If you break your mother tongue, you can never ever see yourself clearly. And say, I'm careful. It's what's yes, you bet you dear home. My God, you're dear one never. Obi kasa na walk. Sacho Pythagoras theory. Say the tree that one thing can come with you. Abraham say you try Pythagoras theory. Mama maka. Mofa board in see man so kaya.
Captain Smart. The king of morning shows.
So, Let us teach. Let us write. And let us remember. Because until Africa speaks herself, she would only echo others. Until we begin to speak ourselves, let's say, we will continuously be echoing to others. I'm sorry, sir, let me get right into the tour, but I think, sir, we Abua.
He is smart.
Yes, sir, Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Chinese Kasano, yeah, my man in Shia. A dam. Sir, yes, sir, 2023, 2024. You bet Chinese were in school, sir. And just by force 2025, yeah. The China for the Sika brain, yeah, for Madiamo. And then from Umbrace, Cassa, one can some crumb for the 2 galam say, essay in Suni assassin. And then Umbrace, Cassa, and Fancoyano. See, even Chinese, the infancy of Mukrum Cassa.
See, even Chinese movie, Crania baby, and Crabber, we are friend of Ghana Chinese.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
Argentina, China 4% more boy. What man Sika say? Yay. One crop on the champagne, I bet 2 galam say, I say, yes, so the assassin. One brain Sika say, and find assassin in the papedi. Now, Mokacha say, Omo brain Sika say, by force, Yankwada and Unkum Kata.
See, the Chinese movie, Crania baby. And Crabber, we are friend of Ghana Chinese. Ah, which is that? Almost young one, the India.
Me, Momudia. May a Ghana man penny there. We could do parliamentar, men cabrofo. And just out of Brofo you. Opa, writing competitions this year. Your man topic, the I believe in the coexistence of languages. Okay? Where your language will not be seen as superior than mine. And intellect and knowledgeable people will not be measured or marked by how fluent they are in somebody's language. It is always a pain in the engine of my body, my heart.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
When kings, when paramount chiefs tend to speak English because you want to satisfy who? Yeah, for the moment, I'm in trouble. Queen Elizabeth of Fahuna Brofodo do our cow house. What want to my brother? The better not say Prince Charles or the Fugu, UK, Abase Costrim, and their common Hindu was stream. Be so tuned for Queen Elizabeth or Chen Tamada. Mr. Gamanche. The better King Charles or Breno Pepule, I won't cry. Brofuna take from higher can Brofuna here in Joseph Padis or Benjamin. We've gotten to a time. Listen, then I fair. One sir, or he'll be a Saya. Watch this, Peter. Who club him? Oh, Saya, or Cabrofo. And then I didn't club Casa Saya, they are, or share the man for some Cabrofo.
And then was actually
Mahina will come here. We are Mahina Fabrofusai.
And then was actually 4 months. I said to my friend and see a procre.
Say, no. What do you clum Casa the side say? You put that there also make Cabrofo.
And I'm going to 4 months.
I don't know for clum Casa inside.
And I know my dear, 4 months.
I no about you, Christo D. I, Edward. Matheson, Robertson, Kodosne. I swear. But say you swear. What did you make what you and Chikum and Yasabi? When I could not me swear man no. Me so am chamfo ukuada me can chamfo ukuada ka ukuada say pacho we me dey show me sro achame for ye chame and dey ahenkwabo bia nchimi dedua me dey trade ti me sra mu aburu me dey trade me jiranchi kuma ni asabi ye me can chamfo ukuada na fe wo boboko me na asmesi obakoro me papa na asmesi obakoye a odi we bi ode somwo me na asmesi obaye a friend say odi akonwan bi de somwo me srantam ne kantam ne say sa wo from awiawo anopa wo eba mi ba ada na de yanka no brofo nana ada na wo swai wan ka brofo wo swai wie ye pepepe nyantema ne ntumi ni hye nsema wo fra ntema na watram mpese mpoto mweku ana so poto je ni
Jumde nyane
aje hold on nya what America
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
He
is smart.
Now see, started to your festival, see, by force. I'm not here, bro. I'm not here. Now say what you be a home and what baby me moody. Peter, what I was saying, bro. Free my here at the end of the name. Bro, free my here didn't namirium way. I myself, my people, my citizen,
which is that?
Okay, and Sandri, or say and Sandy, and Sandra. Sandra, speech
1 and 2.
Not Sandra, or did you not Sandra? Oh, Gary, I was
saying Papa she 1 and 2.
Our people. Our people is Galapse is destroying us. Nana Obisha. Wait. Hey, Queen Elizabeth, who pack a for what's as you know? On for good into my biamra. Wait. Who pack a for what's as you know? Prince Charles, who's a King Charles. Oh, passenger, if you want, watch this. Prince Charles, and I say, Brony Babestra, why him fear? Woman continue as a figure. Adintra, that's your culture. But you throw away the language associated with the culture. And I'm rolling to go down so I say my shantama.
The Bible clarified the word of God. Put your hands together for Jesus.
And to my share. Waiter. I won't be back. No, Frantama. When Kusi Frantama the Rollins. You see, it sounds like a joke. But we are actually portraying ourselves to the world that we don't own ourselves.
If the drum face is there, you don't beat the side.
I fancy Hannah. I hear me question man I ask him. And until
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
Majai. I fancy here. Na mama kasa ye kanu ho hia ye. Finally 30 seconds. Untimi sha se okurum ha. Adan. No kan kwase abrofo. Menya Ghana ni bio. Ye chi ne no hu se nipa hia mo ano no afo tim Ghana fo mu nsori. Ghana fo mu nsori o. When he breed, would to be any breed in the Ghana for Musorio. Present us our Ghana Musorio. Present us Musorio. Present us Musorio. Muntini, I am sir. I am Munti. 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 Muntio. I am Munti. Muntina Munti. Muntina Midarin so I am Munti. Present us Musorio. I am Munti. Musorio. I am Munti. A year in the sono, I've heard you say, when I'm sorry. Menya Ghana ni bio. Menya Ghana ni bio. Oh, what? But when I know what to say, whom am I? Whom am I? Whom am I? Whom am I? Oh, yes, whom am I? Whom am I? Whom am I? Obi asere nyame hu ye mobo nyame ohu ye mobo before your problem one day I will come and erase this rubbish. It will happen. Even the last drop of my blood will say me I will lead you and I'll take this rubbish away. Maybe go to parliament in Kwakabrofo. Some Ghana president in the microeconomic indicators and the macroeconomic indicators. If you see that, Mr. Speaker, I decree and look at the degradation of our forest with the addendumization of the Sokomoche. The storming of the Tutus and the Nkwasiabrofosa. I decree and declare. By fire, by thunder. Who born dog? I don't want to be no. Who born dog? I bet I got who born dog? Are you Machia? Will you remember Machia? That's what the son of the family also brought. But before we graduate by a metro.
Onia machi fabe woso. You me kwa so yasin.
Sasso insecticide spray and coil.
Mamba kwa numbi.
Me mama.
Benkasa will be a mammy. Maybe. Oh, I said, we who answer who until who started, you know.
Gary, Captain.
What's it?
It's a Gary.
Gary. We better go to Gary more pie. Say, I'm anything else to fight, but Bob, I could do your marry me. Casa, Mamma Yankami, I don't know about me. Oh, that's Be mammy. A blow away a banner was one, I never knew so no member Cassie and Nadal.
And I said, the woman penwas I say, yes, tie. Some are okay. We are friend of good thing. And I put you. A good thing. Who can it straight to me?
And now I mean yourself also. Was so grouse. That probably that yet. I'm terrible.
Live.
What's it?
Nana imagine live.
Nana Kwame, I Apeja. I'm half.
Wow.
I zip my mouth.
Nana, shoutout.
I'm not half, and you will end up to NASA.
Yes, sir.
Major company or captain?
What's it?
Major company.
Oh, yeah. Captain, one year and said it. Wedding money. Your mom, come on.
I was not one of the jacket free. It do a back and a rebel. I said, and I didn't do a funny breakfast. I said, Nana, what they or the other chassis. Ain't no. I said, Nana, all trying to dot now to make up what you would dear. SMBTS. And I know Baby Sham was saying, but so much as SMBTS and a day. And I'm to pay a 2 to 2. A 2. Who don't pay Musa Church say away. Ya can't say body pains. SMBTS a year Juma. Emma who say yes, wapo aya with a pan. Na fair man, Mubu Monsa. Na Emma Yeno. Mubu Monsa, what a year. A son say ye pains in Tino. Now you can farm out say. Kwana kwato SMBTS nanom na obenhu se ubu nsa ebe flow very well because SMBTS enani moja no every wadwem na fene na mu nipadua nim ti ba bia emoja bia boto a wo no SMBTS be na ni nyina ama aflow abese akọ ama ho atọ a wonte ye obia e wachire na so ya be ma so dia ene yi srade ni free osisi ma sisi no gina opemen wa osisi atia say akwa say dey koto SMBTS nanom na busuana me kan si so say so ya bema na kosina ni ma wuntimi ko ni ye wo mo match ni ye obu an mo peja 2 seconds oba 2 minutes na fe man fans ojo me pa cho wo problem koto SMBTS nanom na afa wugina wuntimi na sa bema wusi na oyeretwa wusi na partner twa won say yes edro no eye adwuma na kasa enso ema obi wo man be man na wukojo to me pacho to bra ko SM bitters eda form kra no yati de awu benyankwa SM bitters be man na nyankwa eye edro a nyame nam Dr. Du so edi nubradua ha ban ni dua hini akeka bom na wode aye mako du baako enubra na akeka bom mako du baako ana o say esa yade amienu pe. And what I want to say, very effective. And then don't say your friend on social media, after your friend in spiritual movement, and then I come to see the bomb pie. Because a spiritual movement, Onuma who make Kenya, and send them parts to Kenya. Obanum Bermanum, Abusia, ya 12 pharmacy shop, herbal shop, chemical shop, baby. Compare SM bitters, nanum, ya. Not for the enum, Edinaso, Ediamaye. And of SM bitters, ya the fee. Obi go to be. Nana. Kumato for American say, don't call me. On sapa when yabo. On sapa when yabo. Uko duka ye tell say you for so go. Ya say go for twa ho achi anti wo be yi afa ho. But I for the chire bo mo bodyguard. Won fire na wasum pan na for say wani apai. SM bitters na dey abandon don't call me etufo abo. Obi atum kan koto bi. Na ebi emra ofie na say fie SM bitters ni wa.
Sele ya wadwen yo say omu odu yo ba wo so a.
Na asem be me pesa wana ka wutwa so.
Emma bibia ndada. Unye hia be ma na say onum SM aye careful. Na wo so.
Na obi akra match weekend the SM bitters will lose game. Oba ni try be man ni try. So nobody dey wo. Ana me tell say mpacho afi ono mo anom ne 3. Say the papa no betimi aye. Tu ya na so match abusu anom ne 2 3. We na ba ni mo odu tete me a.
Obwa. Odada. Emma okese ndada.
2 ne 3 na wanom de akochi ya body. Enya
sa.
0243 98 93 68 0243 98 93 68. That's what my friend was 0558 379545 0558 379545. That's a friend 020 10 44 221. Na say ye ka SM Edu Herbal Hospital ye de SM aba. No bi be say Edu Herbal Hospital de na ye hwese nkofo apomodin e bokoso ye. Nipa de ye ka say ye kan ya ye hwe the captain or ka bibi say say yan kasa so ye fa bibi as our culture. Nti na ka say ebiduduro de ka ye papa ebiduduro eye papa sa na Bible na aka senke yindi duaba no ye fa na han ne de ensa yare. Ti senke bibiduro wo de sa yare dia na senke no ano no ebibiduro wo de sa yare anka eno ano no eni ti na ye Edu Herbal Hospital ye fro anope say so wo hwen ya pomodin ya na bra beswan wo yare na wo ya fa yare beswan wo Edu Herbal Hospital wo hwen ye cha kwan so ya yare kwan yo man kasi be fikum and sometimes they come man kasi I'm say last 2 days will be Prisia also na mankasim wa Accra side be no so da bi mankasim enye area kro ewo finfimantum ewo central region mankasim ewo central region finfimantum udu mankasim a also pe befikum ukọ befikum ma obi so bia say from the Edu Herbal Hospital wa obi abeche akwara beche say jumba papa ye Dr. Edu Muhammad yankopon afriend say omogua Ghana for omogua ye West Africa the whole Africa na obi ani yare enkoso ye because you say ye koban na adina 0243 989368 Sasso friend 0558 379545.
Yeah, they are running to me and Nana Pacho, I'm to you.
Nana, say, you can't trust no pay, but more than answer, be power say fine. A person, you will say, fine. Wait, it's no bidie. Na, you dig body trace so, every 3 years, no. And Onua, na say yempe. Wahu, ya befa kwa ya omasade bra ya de dimirika de akire. Yen ya de na yempe. Bo mode ya ntina me maka cho se wo ye me den, ebibidro na mpe. Me ebibidro no e na mepe, enoa na menom. Bo mode na pe eye Kel Charcoal toothpaste ne me. Mpacho, Sharon Sumame, say Samara Company Limited na akofa ne bebrebe de abrel ubomode na wunya bia ebebo papa ema wo ho etimi ato number is 0246 864 798 Ochia o, Ochia. Wajim Sika office obesisi me. Sister, Ochia o, Ochia.
Shamaki Shrai Yehowa.
Ochia.
Rakadesh.
Obesisi me. Sister, Ochia.
Rakadesh.
Iyabako. Emema na mwa kukudro na egu prono so no otimi befa.
Rakadesh.
Oya bema wenya kukudro no wetu aba.
Rakadesh. Rakadesh.
What's the day?
Rakadesh.
Befa.
Kodesh.
Ba, apeda.
Something so happen befa bi den ko.
We wa kukudro no. Oba no abesesa. Na besesa. Apeja wa kukudro sesa na.
Asembia ni o.
Apeja sesa. Sesa bra, na fengu box ni wo de fa ko. Na bi fa box ni si ho.
Na kwa mso bi ya mani bi.
Da bi fagu ho. Ka wo de ko. Wa ye be ma no ba. Na kwa me hena wa ne na nko. Na kwa me bibia ni ha boa.
Captain, me da sia no payment fan chia ma wahwefo ne watiefo nyina na memfa obi ambra Divine Hope Herbal Center aya share kase no Kumasi Macro Abusekruwa Junction ye duro ye ba akopɛ eno ane otwea herbal powder duro we na captain atwa nwoma no wose otwea we oba no je sika dia na wo asɛmbɔ ne po otwea no we ye biduro kroje ya bibia mfremu ye powder ne nom nya ya enya nwono enka enchiri bibia wo wiase ni echi so beto na wanom ade ehia ma wa nsuo hye kakra bi na wo de ba akwa frasa na wanom anopa anwumre ba akwo anopa ba akwo na den na otwea ya ama ho danse na bebrebe na nipa bebrebe ekoso edi ho danse mesi wo sisi ya de atena wo so ache aye chronic eko 10 15 20 years ebi onya kan kwanhia adwumaden entenase ana ahwiase bi na ma ne ba ya wona wonom otwea herbal powder na onum no na yare ne eko na ugina branding se wo yoba ana se wo ye bema mi ka se koko ne hawo etete wo afifiu uja ona na moja wom de biara da wo ye mbom amesrew edura wo hia ne otwea herbal powder na de gunsu ohie mu saa no pa num wo nyina wame anwumre ma ache na otwemienu na danse na ekoso na eba wada bi pedro swache wan madro ya menne wan asa kwa nwodo na yimahyewa edura ohia ya otwea herbal powder de bia no mbako mi anopa ba kwa nwumre na ape obi pin embra no mama na se e wo lo so a na apagye mu na so aba normal kama na wagina branding stroke di wato form wo fa jojo wo ntumi nante wa kadem wa be ye tosoma abusuya misro ne wo hia ne otwea herbal powder ba kwa nopa ba kwa nwumre enu anu na wo fe no na watimi agina branding se wo ye oba ya komade wo no kora